Welcome back, everyone, or if you're new, welcome. My name's Thomas, and this is Stitch's Ohana. This is going to be a different video than what I normally do because this is a tag video. What is a tag video? Basically, another YouTuber tagged me to make this video, and in this case, it's Brian over at the BryRock75. He tagged me into doing a 20 Disney questionnaire, basically. I mean, that's what it is. He gave me 20 questions that I need to answer, and these are all Disney related, and it's kind of giving you, my subscribers, the chance to get to know me a little bit better. So the first question is, what is my favorite Disney memory? My favorite Disney memory happened when I was about 10 years old, so 14 years ago. My family would go to Disneyland every few years, and the way it worked is my mom and younger brother would always sleep in. My dad and I were always, and still are, both very early risers, like to get up and get the day started. So the routine would be him and I would get up, we'd go over to Disneyland and do a few rides when it first opened, go back to the hotel and get breakfast for my brother and my mom. Now this particular trip, we got up and it was the first time we were riding Indiana Jones, and I was terrified, but the ride itself was amazing. I remember just being so exhilarated, and afterwards he bought me a churro, and then we went back to the hotel and I got to explain to my younger brother, who was too small to ride at that time, how fun it was. So that was always, that's probably my first memory, my first real memory of Disneyland. I'd known I'd gone before, but that's my first real memory, and so I say that's my favorite memory. I mean, I have so many great memories from Disneyland, but I think that's my favorite. I think it was the aspect of waking up and having that, 1-2 hours alone with my dad, walking around the park, just the two of us, just the two guys, while the sleepyhead stayed in bed. So it was like our little routine. It was a little thing. So I say that's my favorite memory. The next one is favorite Disney character and why. I think that's obvious. My favorite Disney character is Stitch. 1, he's cute as heck. 2, he's blue, my favorite color. And 3, he changed who he was based on who he wanted to be. That's a great story. He was told since he was created, that he was going to be a force of evil, of destruction, and he decided, no, that's not who I want to be. This is who I want to be, and it's just a great story. So great character. So Stitch is my favorite. The next one is Disney pin and why. What is my favorite Disney pin and why? This is my favorite Disney pin. This is a pin that Cameron and I bought during the trip where I actually proposed to him. So I proposed to him in the hotel right when we got to Disneyland. And later that day, we bought this pin, and he has one of the exact ones, and it just says Mr. on the bottom. And I just love this pin. It represents our engagement and our love. So that's my favorite pin, and that's why. Next, favorite Disney movie song. This was a hard one. There's so many great Disney movie songs out there. I think one of my new favorites is gonna be "You're Welcome" from Moana. I just love that scene. I love that music, and it's fun hearing The Rock do a little bit of a rap, a little freestyle rap during it. So I think that's my favorite Disney song. I mean, Moana's got some really good music in it, but I think that's my favorite Disney song right now. Next is favorite Pixar movie. My favorite Pixar movie is a toss-up between Brave, The Good Dinosaur, and Onward. I like them. I think they're really underrated, but I really love those 3 movies from Pixar. I think they did a really good job with them. Great stories. So yeah, those are my top 3 favorite Pixars. Number 6, Disney Park. I've only been to Disneyland, California Adventure, and Tokyo Disneyland. out of those, I'm gonna have to say Disneyland's my favorite. Disneyland Tokyo was awesome. It was a great experience, but one, most of the major rides when I was there were broken down. Two, it was pouring rain those 2 days that I went. And three, nothing was in English, and the headphones that they gave me for like translation during the shows and stuff never worked. So it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun there, but I probably wouldn't go back. If I was going to Tokyo for other things, for work or something, I might go in, but you know, there's other parks that I'd rather visit before going back to Tokyo Disney. So right now I'm gonna say Disneyland, but I'm sure that will probably change once I make my way to Disney World in Florida. So we'll see. That answer might change in the next few years. Number 8, favorite character Disney experience. I'm assuming this is talking to like dining and stuff like that. I've never done that. I've never done any of the experiences where you get to interact with the characters while you're eating or backstage or anything like that. So I can't really speak to that. I would love to do one of those dining experiences. Especially like if I can do like, what's the hotel on the Hawaiian Islands? I think it starts with an A, whatever that one is. I would like to go there, do the hotel stay there, and hopefully Stitch would be part of that dining experience. So I think that would be my top one, but so far I haven't done any of them, so I can't really speak to it. Number 9, favorite Disney meet and greet. When I was a kid, I had an autograph book, and I would do all the meet and greets, go to Toontown and go all the houses and do Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, all them, Chip and Dale. But as an adult, I haven't really done any. I think I've done one in the last 5 years, and that was towards the end of the night. There was no line, and it was Pluto. I love Pluto, but the only reason I did it was because there was no line. If I ever saw Stitch at Disneyland or California Adventure, I would wait in line for that. That would be a Disney meet and greet that I would actually wait in line for. So right now, as an adult, I really don't do them, but for Stitch, I'd make an exception. Number 10, favorite Disney ride soundtrack. Haunted Mansion. Definitely Haunted Mansion. Love that soundtrack to the ride. It's so great. From the moment you get into the elevator all the way through the end, it's just great. Oh my gosh. Number 11, favorite Disney villain. I think you know the answer to that. That's Ursula. I love Ursula. She's sassy. She's wicked. One of the things I really respect about Ursula is she is a sea witch, right? And in the movie, she transforms herself into this beautiful woman to kind of steal Eric away from Ariel. What I really like about Ursula is she doesn't always keep that skinny, beautiful form. She stays in her true self, which is a bigger, curvaceous, sassy woman. And I love that. It kind of promotes, a positive body image to people. I mean, even though she's the villain, I see it as a positive because she's not trying to hide who she is. She's just out there as a curvaceous girl. And as a big boy myself, I respect it. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me. Number 12. Would you rather, or I guess the question is, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party? I haven't done either, so the question is really which one would I rather do? And I would rather do the Christmas party. Christmas is my number one holiday. I love that time of year over everything else. As soon as November 1st starts, Christmas music is playing in my car, in my house, everywhere. So Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is the one I would rather do. Number 13. What is my favorite Disney collectible? But I would have to say my favorite is this little she. My Merida Alien Remix. The reason this is my favorite is because it came from my dear new friends Brandon and Heidi over at It's Always Sunny, and this was such a shock. I got this in my magic mail from them. I'll link that. Let's see which. I always forget which way it is. I'll link it above. This came in from them, all the way from Canada, and it was such a shock because I don't remember really telling them I liked Merida. They had asked me if I liked the Alien Remix series, and I said, yeah, you know, it's a good series. I'd like to get into it. But to get Merida as the collectible from them was amazing. So, you know, this is my most cherished collectible that I have right now. So, again, Brandon, Heidi, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for this. This is my heart right now. I love this so much. So that is my favorite Disney character Disney collectible. 14. What is my most unique collectible? My most unique collectible has to be these three. These three are Disney Vinylmation, which were big like 5-6 years ago, and then they just kind of disappeared. In the comment, let me know, do you have Vinylmations? Did you collect them? I know Brian, who tagged me in this, has them in his background, so we talk about them every once in a while. But these are my most unique because I got these at Tokyo Disneyland. These were one of my souvenirs from that trip. So I've got 3 of them. Haven't opened them, so I'm not going to take them out of the box for you. Sorry about that. But this is, it's Mickey, and he's dressed like as a kabuki theater kind of style. You can see Ka on it. I don't know why Ka's here. So I don't know if this is supposed to be like an Adventureland kabuki or what. 2013. Which is weird because I went in 2012. The tail end of 2012 is December. So this must be getting ready for the new year. But yeah, it's a Vinylmation from, you can even see I left the price tag, it's in yen. The other 2 are Mickey and Minnie in their kimonos. Their little geisha kimonos, super cute. So I would have to say those are my most unique, and it's because they're collectibles from the actual park. Like I actually went there to get them, and they're from Tokyo Disney. I mean, it's you know, it's hard to find people who have actually gone to the international park. So that's why I'm calling those my most unique collectible. Number 15, almost there. What is my favorite Walt Disney quote? I don't, off the top of my head, I didn't know many of his quotes. So I kind of Googled it and looked at his top quotes, and this one really stood out to me. Especially 2020 being as apocalyptic, I'd say. You know, as bad as it's been. The quote is, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." And I think that's perfect for 2020, especially because, you know, with everything that's going on, there's so much need for positive change, and it's very important to not get bogged down in just the Instagram reposts and the retweets and just Facebook where you're just saying this and commenting on this. You know, that doesn't really change anything. To really make change happen, you have to get your hands dirty. You have to get in there and start working at it. So I think that quote really stood out to me. I don't really believe in talking about things too much. I like to get my hands dirty, like I said, and just get in there and get it done. So I think that quote for me really stood out, and I think that's my favorite quote. Now, he has tons of great quotes, but that's the one I'm choosing. Number 16, favorite Disney princess. Merida. She's independent, she's strong, she doesn't need a man, and she just kicks butt. I love her. Number 17, what is my favorite Disney snack? Easy enough. popcorn, and Mickey pretzel with a jalapeno cheese dipping sauce. That's it. Those are my go-to snacks. Simple one. Number 18. This one kind of threw me because it's not like the rest, but it says Olaf or Sven from Frozen. I'm going with Olaf. Olaf has got that innocence, that childlike innocence, and he's voiced by Josh Gad, and I really like Josh Gad as an actor, so Olaf wins for me. 19. What is my favorite underrated movie? I would have to say it's my top Pixar movies as well. So Brave, The Good Dinosaur, and Onward. I think those are very underrated films. I don't really see them represented in merchandise all that much. You're starting to see some Onward stuff, but The Good Dinosaur, it's such a great movie, great soundtrack, but just it's not really represented in anywhere. So, and then the final question. Marvel or Star Wars? This is a hard one because I love the original 3 Star Wars, so 4, 5, and 6. I love the originals, but Marvel has such a more expansive universe, and there's so much more happening in it that I'm gonna go Marvel. So, what'd you think? Did you enjoy getting to know me? I enjoyed sharing some information about me. I think that was a pretty fun thing. And I would like to tag 2 of my YouTube friends. I'm going to be tagging RushingtoDisney and FrantasticPins. So I'll be sending you guys the information, the 20 questions, so you can get your videos ready. If you like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more magical content. Leave me a comment below if you agree with any of my answers or if you disagree with any of my answers. I'm interested to know what you thought. So that's it. That's it. Enjoy your weekend, and until next time, don't forget, Ohana means family. Bye.